Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Rice's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
By the tight end. Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They're going to run it to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So East Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you, and he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David, when he's...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Pirates send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Walker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Caught over the middle. It's Schwartz. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Punts it out of the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
He'll keep it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's a Heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, ECU!
they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Pressure coming. This one's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Milner. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Pirates are facing third and inches. The play-action fake. Gets it out quickly. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Touchdown, Pirates! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? He's going to fire deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times.
Yeah, just playing the field position, Gabe. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go. It's explosive.
The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Atkins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Can't get him to the ground. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, East Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer. you're at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Hand off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The kick is on its way. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Buchanan. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Pirates decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Grab near the marker. It's Schwartz. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's low. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain its 1st down right.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Shoots it to the left, and it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Black 29 Bongo. Black 29.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Connor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, better look out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Yeah, I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Defense. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The first half can't end on a defensive penalty, so we'll get a little bonus football and an untimed down. Ready? To the air on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Pirates will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Buchanan. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Buchanan. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Milner. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. The run from the shotgun. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, ECU. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never, and it's blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49.
37, Rice, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Schwartz. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. power football with the run. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Milner. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Pirates, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. Quick step and go. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Touchdown Pirates. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they got it in the red zone at the 15. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the side. coaches, we got to stop turning the football over.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Snap in the shotgun. Catch in the middle. It's Freeman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Finds a tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the fifth kick of the night. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Quick catch on third down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
Turning it on! Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a crease to the left. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, ECU! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. And that last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
a huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
That is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Pirates need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fires to the big fella.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. At the 15, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling.